It's nice to not be in a relationship because there's so many things that people are doing these days on the dating scene that I just don't think I'll ever do. I've never sent a dick pic in my entire life. So, thank you. Thank you. I want to, okay? I am just afraid, alright? I'm afraid that if I start taking dick pics, my iPhone is going to do that thing where it randomly generates a video with all your photos. It says like spring 2024. Get some stuck jazz beating on there. Could you imagine I'm hanging out with my family? I'm like, Mom, look! Get in here! Our trip to Grand Junction, let's watch! You too, Grandma, get in here. Okay. I'm a little jaded on love because I'm a child of divorce. Anybody else?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Thank you. I had a hard time with my parents' divorce because, I was a kid, right? It came at a very challenging time in life. Statistically proven, one of the hardest ages for a child to cope with divorce, which was 27. No, fuck you guys. No, it sucks when your parents get divorced in your 20s because nobody feels bad for you at all. You break the news to one of your friends and they're probably just like, oh my God, good for them. Think back to 5th grade. You knew some kid whose parents got divorced, he probably got special treatment. When my parents got divorced, I was bussing tables at a restaurant. I went up to my boss, I was like, hey, I think I just need to take a night off and just kind of clear my head. And she went, yeah, you're fired. We have footage of you doing whippets in the walk-in freezer. You don't seem very broken up about it. I was single for a pretty tremendous amount of time. And here's what I think. The worst part about being single this day and age is going on trips with couples, okay? Because when you go on a trip with a couple as a single person, you always get the worst goddamn sleeping arrangements. Hey, you show up to the Airbnb and one of them is always like, huh. Like they haven't thought about it yet. They're like, well, shoot. I guess since we're a couple, it would probably make sense for us to take the bedroom. You know, with the bed and the pillows and the blankets. And how about this, Ryan, since you're 30 years old and seem to be spiraling towards a lonely, miserable, sad existence, you're going to be sleeping in the living room on this old wet towel. Also, go ahead and check your Venmo. We're going to be splitting this experience evenly. I don't like this whole I'm not a robot thing. You guys know this? You Google something, you got to prove you're not a robot. This CAPTCHA test, you got to click on some fire hydrants. I hate it because it always interrupts me while I'm in the middle of something urgent, right? Like, never when I have a second to spare, I'll be Googling something that requires a time-sensitive response, such as Clay Aiken net worth, or Clay Aiken, where is he now? Or Clay Aiken, is he single? Or 5 surefire ways to finally tell once and for all whether or not one of my friends is gay, right? Wouldn't it be cool if we had like a TSA pre-check for the I'm not a robot question? Where you go into Google headquarters and you prove once and for all that you're not a goddamn robot? They sit you down, they're like, all right, robots, completely incapable of emotion. Tell us about the time you cried the hardest. I'm like, easy. May 21st, 2003. Season 2 finale of American Idol, Ruben Studdard defeating Clay Aiken. They're like, robot inconclusive. Gay, we think you might be gay. To be honest, on the subject, I have been contemplating my sexuality a little bit lately. And here's what I think. I don't think I am fully gay, but I do think I am probably prison gay. And I know I'm prison gay because in 2015, I got a felony drug charge and I got sent to jail. Okay? That's not funny. Okay? No, it's a true story, okay? And let me just say this, to any guy out there who says something like, well, if I went to jail, I don't think I'd do anything gay. Well, guess what? Yeah, that's what I thought, okay? But then you get locked up and you realize that we all have needs, okay? And quite frankly, you just do what you gotta do while you're in there. And granted, I was only in Boulder County Jail for 3.5 hours, but woo! Things get lonely in there. Alright, I'll leave you with this. When I was in 8th grade, my mom went on the family computer, okay, and she found this AIM conversation where I told one of my best friends I had just gotten my first blowjob. My mom, very strict Christian lady, so she saw this and she grounded me for 6 months. Yeah, which I thought to be extremely unfair, primarily because I made the whole thing up. Yeah, so I basically got grounded for 6 months for not getting my dick sucked, okay? And I told so many people about this alleged blowjob, and everybody knew I was full of shit. Like, not one single person believed me. Except for my mom, of course. My mom got it in her head that I was some young Wilt Chamberlain slinging the D. And she sat me down, she was like, time to fess up. How many times have you had sex? And I was humiliated. I was like, 0. And her response was not what I was expecting. She goes, oh yeah, right. And folks, I can't tell you how defeating of a feeling it is when the only person who truly believes in you when it comes to getting pussy is your mom. All right, guys, my name's Ergo. Please keep it going for Pat.